5 W's of Reading for Information, Module 1, page 20. Asking yourself the 5 W questions can help you gain a complete view and understanding of an article. It also helps you think critically about the content, purpose, and perspective of the piece you're reading. It's important to be able to ask and answer these questions. Asking questions before you read sets the purpose for reading and deepens your understanding. The 5 W's include the following: who, what, when, where, and why. Who, meaning who is the article about? Who wrote the article? Who's the publisher of the article? What, including questions like, what's the topic of the article? What information is important to understanding the story? When, including questions like, when did the event occur? When was the article written? Where did the event occur? Where was the article written? Where was it published? Finally, why? Why did the event occur? What led up to it? Why was the article written? Let's look at the following example. So this article is titled Alberta Voters Electing Mayors, Councillors, and Trustees. It's written in CBC News on October 16th, 2017. The doors have been knocked, the debates have been debated, and now all that's left is for voters to cast their ballots. Today is municipal election day in Alberta. When they show up at the poll, voters will have to indicate which school board election they want to vote in, and then choose a candidate in their ward. In Edmonton, polling stations open at 9 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. Results will start to come in shortly afterwards, with all results on the Edmonton election site by 11 p.m. People who want to vote have to present identification with proof of address, an Alberta driver's license, a personal check, bank or credit card statement, or utilities bill. A birth certificate, Canadian passport, Alberta health card, student or work identification will not be accepted. Voters have to be at least 18 years of age, a Canadian citizen, a resident of Alberta since April 16, 2017, and a resident of the municipality they are voting in. Of course, voters can only cast a ballot once. Now that we've read this article, we should ask ourselves the 5 W questions. Who? Who is the article about? To review, even right in the title, it says Alberta voters electing mayors, councillors, and trustees. This indicates that this article is about Albertans and Albertan voters. Who wrote the article? Again, under the title, it indicates that this was written by CBC News. In some cases, there might be a specific author, a group of authors, or like with this article, it was written most likely by a team of editors and writers that published the story under the title of CBC News. Who is the publisher of this article? This article was also published by CBC News. The next W is what? What is the topic of this article? This article was about a recent day of elections in Alberta. We should also ask ourselves, what information is important to understanding the story? To fully understand the story, it's important to understand what a municipal election is, an election in a city. And it's also important, as the article points out, to understand how these cities run municipal elections. The next W is when. When did this event occur? The article indicates that it was written in October 16th, 2017, the day of municipal elections in Alberta. It also points out that the elections will be going from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. When was the article written? Again, it was written on the day of elections, October 16th, 2017. Where? Where did this event occur? Like it says in the article, these elections occurred across Alberta. Where was the article written? We don't actually have a clear answer for this. While it might be safe to assume that this was written somewhere in Alberta, most likely Edmonton, as it does give Edmonton as a focus, it doesn't say clearly on the article where it was written. Where was it published? By published, we mean where did the article come from? How was it distributed or shown to the public? In this case, I know I accessed this article from cbc.ca/news. The article you're looking at may say this information at the top, on the bottom, on a reference towards the back, but often you'll know where the article is published. If you're looking at the website, if you're reading the newspaper, if you're reading it in a textbook, that is where the article was published. Our final W, why. Why did the event occur? What led up to it? In this case, we know that Alberta has elections. We know cities need to elect mayors. Based on the article, we also know that cities and citizens need to prepare for these elections. Why was this article written? This article is written to inform voters about the election. It doesn't seem to be trying to persuade the reader to think one way or to vote one way or to vote another. It mostly seems to be informing them, giving them information about the election, and reminding them to vote. Remember, asking yourself these 5 W questions can help you gain a complete view and understanding of an article. When you're done reading something, ask yourself who, what, when, where, and why.